Good evening and welcome to our webinar this evening. My name's Graham Hay. I'm joining you from Auckland, New Zealand. Before we get started, could I just ask if you can hear me okay, if you can find the hand up button on your GoToWebinar console. For those of you new to this concept, it's a little console that you'll have at the top right of the screen normally, and there'll be a hand up button. Awesome, fantastic. Now that's a way that we can interact during the course of this short webinar. Thanks for letting me know you can hear me okay, and welcome to our webinar this evening. Imagine. What a perfect time it is to imagine. What are you imagining? You know, Einstein said imagination is a precursor to life's upcoming events. And the power of creation of the future is in the minds of those who will allow themselves to imagine. My name's Graham Hay with Nu Skin Enterprises. Welcome to our webinar tonight. I want to talk to you a little bit about the power of imagination and why it's so pertinent to take that on this evening. Back in 2001, along with my wife Sophie and I, we had a travel company and we were working between 60 and 80 hours a week. We were making extremely good money, but we were slaves to our business. Every morning I would get up and go to work asking myself, how will we ever get out of this rat race? How will we ever be free to do the things that we want to do? Luckily for us, in January that year, a friend of ours who had met through being consumers of products in this business came to us and said, Graham, it's time for you to have a look at this. It's time for you to sit up and ask yourself, imagine what life would be like if you could develop leveraged income. Today we're Team Elites with Nu Skin Enterprises. We've traveled the world. We have business in 32 different countries, and we wake up every morning pinching ourselves and asking ourselves, is this real? And we have to say yes. But it started with imagination. And I've got a question for you, because some of you on the line tonight have been around for a while. Some of you have recently joined us. And some of you are coming back in because of the excitement that we've seen in the growth of social media around the world. My question for you is, are you ready to advance your business to the next level? Are you ready to stand up and be the leader that you require to inspire others to get the most out of their lives and to be rewarded in the incredible way that this company will do so? Well, it's going to start with imagining that's possible. And the downfall of this business is that there's no one there that forces you to do anything. And so the purpose of tonight is that if you can imagine yourself a leader in this industry, then you can do it. And I want to bring you back to the first steps needed to be taken every single month. Because without imagining that we are a leader, we're not going to do what we need to do to have the results we want to have. And it all starts with that imagination on how to get what you want in life. And it starts with creating a clear vision. I'll never forget, so many times I've been reminded that for lack of vision, my people die. It's a famous quote from one of those amazing books. And I remember when we were running our travel business, we had no vision. All we were doing was simply making ends meet, working day in, day out, so that we could pay the bills. But there was no long-term vision. And so my question to you is, do you have a long-term vision? Because it's the first in the 4 steps of getting what you want. The second step is to set a 90-day goal. And we're right now at the very beginning of the new month, October 2016. So it's a perfect time to set a 90-day goal, or to revisit your 90-day goal if you've already got one and working on it. The next step is to create a step-by-step plan to break down that 90-day goal into weekly, monthly first, then weekly, and then daily actions. And then the final step is to live your dreams today as if they already exist. It's a process called be, do, have. Most people have the mindset that says, once I have the results, then I'm going to do what is necessary. And then I will be, for example, healthy. If I have a great body, then I will do healthy things. And I will be healthy. Rich. Once I win the lotto, then I have the results. Then I'm going to do what a rich person does. And then I will be. But you see, the universe doesn't work that way. It's the other way around. We need to create a space by being first, then doing, and then we will have the results. It's a very simple formula. Create a clear vision, set a 90-day goal, create a step-by-step plan, and then live your dreams today as if they already exist. So let's talk about that vision. So often in business, we're ready to start this business like a bull at a gate and start taking action. And very quickly, we get into the action mode and feel like, well, the motor's turning, but we're not in gear. Or we're running, but the legs, we're not moving forward. Often, it's because the foundation of that vision is not clearly set. So, what is it you really want? It's about describing your ideal life. Comfortable. And we can all survive as we're doing right now. Nobody listening on this call tonight is dying of hunger. I doubt that anybody here is in a war-torn country. In fact, we don't have enough problems to wake us up on a daily basis and keep us young, keep us thinking, what is it that I need to do today to recreate myself? Because we're way too comfortable. So here's the opportunity, beginning of October 2016, to create or recreate your vision. Describe your ideal life by writing it down in great detail and in the present tense, as in now, so that you can be it now. And a description of your life 5 years from now, using all of your senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and even smell. Because we're sensory beings, and we need to create our vision with an existence structure, so that when we smell the smells that we've described, we will remember it. When we see the things that we see, when we hear the things that we've described, even or taste them or even touch them, then we will be constantly reminded of our vision. Powerful people in life have a clear vision. What's your vision? We know that Nu Skin, the company that we're associated with, has a clear vision to become the #1 company in the industry by providing more income for its sales force than anyone else in the industry. What an amazing vision. Now, what's yours? Set a 90-day goal. Why 90-day goals? Well, we talked about this a number of times before, but I'll repeat it again because it's really important. 90-day goals is a way of cutting out a chunk of time that is not so short that you cannot achieve your goal, but it's not so far away that you get bored with it, because human beings get bored very quickly. We like variety, okay? And so it's important that you get a 90-day goal, and let's do it from now, today, imagining that, well, the 3rd of January, it could be if you want, January 2017. What do you want your business to look like in January 2017? Hands up if you've already got an idea of what, in written format, of what your business is going to look like in January 2017. Okay? Because you see, 90-day goals are what powerful business leaders actually work on. They work on it on a daily basis. And that's what provides them the idea of the actions that they need to take, the doing, so they can have the results. Okay? So write down one single goal related to your business, either the amount of income you want, the pin level for the recognition, and that will help you move towards what it is that you want. and give it a date. So it's January the 1st, or if you want to do it exactly to 90 days, it's January the 3rd. Although January the 1st is fine, okay? Pin levels will be decided by the end of December 2016. So it's January the 1st, 2017. And I am a solid Ruby executive with 5 executives at over 3,000 points or more on my front line. I'm earning $4,500 a month, and I love it. As an example, okay, whatever it is that you want, a 90-day goal. And you see, if you look at the progress over the years of your business, you can see that when you're focused on 90-day goals, it's a great way of cutting down 1 year, which is a large amount of time, into 4 90-day periods. Okay, and as we move forward to the goal of going to Greece, all of you who want to come with us to Greece, we've got 3 more 90-day periods before you need to have qualified. So it's perfect to be able to do this. Okay, today is the day that you need to write your 90-day goal, thinking about being in Greece from the future fulfilled. But make it one single goal related to your business so that you can focus on that. And if you wake up, bolt upright in the middle of the night and somebody said to you, hey, what's your 90-day goal? You would spurt it out because there was no confusion. It's clear and concise. And that's what you focus on. Hey, do you know what the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is? I was once told earlier on in this business that the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is that a millionaire will look at his goals or her goals twice a day. But a billionaire will focus on their goals 3 times a day. And it's simply a difference of focus. Now, once you've got your goal, the only thing you need to understand is in this business that our roadmap is the sales compensation plan. And you can download this from the Nu Skin website, or you can talk about it with your support team on what is the next move that you need to achieve, the next level that you need to create for yourself in the business in this month as the first part of your 90-day goal. So, for example, October, November, December, if you want to be Ruby by that time, then working backwards, you're going to need to be executive in the maximum 2 months. 2 months, yes, that's right. And you're going to have people starting their executive qualification this month as well, to give them 3 months to get there as well. So it's about taking massive action. So if that is your goal, and I'm not saying it is, but you may want to have a bigger goal than that, then it's all about detailing it, one specific goal, and then breaking it down by understanding the sales compensation plan. Okay, so we know that you can become an executive in a month on 4,500 points, or the minimum requirement to start becoming an executive is putting in your LOI with 1,000 points of volume. Either way, whatever it is you choose, you need to write that down as well and understand that that is your singular focus this month. Identify also how many other people that you're going to monthly, weekly, and daily target that you need to review on a daily basis. Okay, it'll include such things as how much personal volume that you're going to create in this business on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and on a monthly basis. Because unless you've got something for yourself, then you can't duplicate that. It's all very well asking other people to do something, but unless you're doing it, it's hollow, isn't it? And then you'll have a group sales volume. That's you and everybody else in your group. What is the total? So if it's to become an LOI this month, then you need 1,000 points. If it's to finish your qualification to become an executive, it's a minimum 2,000. It might be 4.5, depending where you're starting. Okay. Within that specific goals, step-by-step plan, you'll need to know how many new LOIs will you recruit on your front line this month. When I say front line, they may not actually be people you talk to yourself. There may be somebody who introduces somebody else within the same month. You know, the faster you grow in depth, the faster your business will grow everywhere. Some people think, oh, I've sponsored one person this week, that's enough. Others have been known to sponsor 17 people in death. That's one person who sponsors another, 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 17 times in death in 1 week. Now, whatever you choose to do is up to you, but understand that the speed of the group is set by the speed of the leader. Okay? So how many new phone calls or social media contacts are you going to make on a daily basis? Because this business is about a minimum of 40 minutes a day for the next 40 days. You'll be making some serious money along the way. How many presentations are you going to do? These figures are so important to understand and also to create from the beginning of the month. Set yourself a plan and then work that plan. How many of those, from those presentations that you do, or those contacts that you make, will you turn into automatic rewards orders? Automatic delivery rewards orders are the ongoing, recurring orders of people who have fallen in love with these products and become brand ambassadors, and every month they're going to order something. It doesn't have to be the same thing, of course. They can change the contents of their automatic delivery order, but they're going to benefit from 20 to 30% in rewards points. There isn't a better rewards or loyalty system on the planet. And you need to be able to talk to people about this and share with them in an excited way so that they understand that if they get on the automatic delivery rewards program, they're going to be able to buy or get free product every time they buy 5 of the same thing. I'm just doing this for ease of comprehension. If you buy 5 toothpastes over 5 months, then the 6th one will be free. You can use it for free or you can use it to sell. Okay, so if you had ADRs for more than 13 on your 13 months, then now you get 30%, not 20%, but 30% of rewards points. It just gets better. And this is a great way to create loyal customers that love these products and just keep on using them again and again, because not only do they get great results from the products, but they also get loyalty points, which gives them 20 to 30% in free product that they can use, they can give away, or they can sell. It's an amazing system. You've got to use it. Another question for yourself at the beginning of the month is how many new distributors with volume are you going to bring in by the end of the month, so that you know how many, what's your focus, broken it down on a weekly basis and then on a daily basis, so that your actions are focused on your big 90-day goal, broken down on a monthly target and then into weekly goals and then daily actions. We talked about this often, and it's something that needs to be repeated until it becomes second nature, that at the beginning of your month, you're going to create the step-by-step plan, which will be based on your success of the previous month and allow you to then execute this plan focusing on the end of the 90-day period. And then to be accountable to it. You know, it's all very, very well writing down a plan, but unless it's out in front of you every single morning and that becomes the focus of what you're doing, then the likelihood is that you won't be accountable to that plan. And it's your plan. You created it. So share it with somebody that you're going to have call you to be accountable to it. Because the crazy thing about human nature is that most of us will never be as hard on ourselves as we will on somebody else. So it's great to have a coach. Then a coach that will ask us, what did you say you're going to do? What was your plan? Okay. Based on that, what have you actually done? Okay. Based on that result, what are you going to do? Because you see, each one of us is leader of our own business. There's no one in this world that's coming to save us in this business. There are people who are here to support us, mentor us, coach us, guide us, but no one else is going to do it for us. It's up to us. Okay? And so every morning when you wake up in the mirror, put it right beside the mirror, your step-by-step plan, and ask yourself, am I going to be accountable to this today? It's all in the thoughts that we have. Yeah. So one of the biggest things that stops people being accountable to their plan is procrastination. So easy to write out the plan and then file it in the third drawer. But that's not what this is about. This is to create what you want in your life, so that you can inspire other people to have what they want in their life too. It's a simple process of learning a simple system and then coaching and inspiring others to do the same. First thing is to be a do-it-now person. Do it now, do it once, get it out of the way. You know, we're all procrastinators to some degree. And if we focus every day on just doing something in that very moment, rather than putting it off till later. Another way is to clear our mind. What is it that you do to clear your mind? Some people choose meditation. Some do yoga. Others read. Whatever it is. Others go for a walk. Some listen to music. But you need to clear your mind before you actually get into taking the action. Clear your mind of everything. I enjoy writing down a list of everything that's in the way of me accomplishing what it is that I'm out to do. That way I can stick it up on the side of my computer if I'm working at the computer, and then I know exactly what it is that will be getting in the way. Most of the time it's other distractions. So the third way to overcoming procrastination is solving problems when they're small. You know, most big problems can be easily solved when they're small and avoided by taking them on when they are small. Another is reducing unnecessary interruptions. This is a business. You know, my son posted on Freedom 500 today, he was listening to an amazing training program overseas, and he said, you know, what he learned was that it's all about being a leader, not being about being a clown, you know. And he got that to be a leader, he's going to have to reduce a lot of the unnecessary interruptions in his life. Another is clean up half-done or incomplete backlogs of work. Just get it done. You see, we all walk around with the weight on our shoulders of incomplete work and backlogs. So become a person who actively looks on a daily basis to clean up at least one thing that's been hanging around, so you can tick it off and get it off your list of things that you need to do. Because psychologically, it weighs us down and becomes a barrier to productivity. Powerful people don't worry about the past. They focus on the future and they take action in the present. Most of the world is so caught up in the past that they're living with the past right there, where they are right now. And it's what stops them from taking action. Because they think that the past is creating who they are today. Where in reality, if we focus on the future and come from a space of the heart of a child, then we can create a future right now with no connection to the past. Give up worrying. Worrying is otherwise called negative prayer. And worrying won't move anything forward. The only thing that makes a difference in this world is action. So do it now and you'll have a better self-image. A better self-image will lead to more action. At the end of the day, this whole business is the world's best personal development program wrapped up in a business. And if you want to have a better self-image and you want to teach other people to have a better self-image, then all we need to do is become a do-it-now person. Procrastination is the killer of productivity in this business. Now, in your plan, you want to be able to use impending events to multiply your business. Impending events is where people come together, where a date, like a plane taking off, will have people move heaven and earth to actually be on that plane in spite of everything else that was going on in their lives. See, there's an event in October that's happening in Sydney for all of those of you who are listening in Sydney, or anywhere in Australia that you can jump on a plane and get to be there, to meet the company, to meet the employees, some of the top distributors that are running seminars there. It's called a Nu Skin Expo, and it's on the 15th of October at Cockle Bay Wharf. You can find it on Facebook or on Nu Skin South Pacific. It starts at 10 a.m. and goes through to 3 p.m. and there'll be expo demonstrations happening. You can also go and listen to seminars there as well. And it's a great thing to invite people to come and have a look at. Crowds attract attention. I was reading in a book recently, people don't buy what we want to sell. People buy what others want to buy. So where a lot of people come together is where you will be able to create a multiplication effect in your business. Because if you're demonstrating something to one person in a small home, they've got no validation that other people are interested in it. But if they come to an expo, they're going to see that a lot of people are looking and are really interested. So use this to your advantage. You can get tickets online and you can invite guests to it. On the 15th of October, same day, there's also an online social media training. Now this is run out of the United States, so you need to check the time in your time zone and make sure that if you're interested in a social media training online, that you can listen in on that at the time that it's being run overseas. If you know people in New Zealand or Auckland, on the 18th of October at 7 p.m, we have our second of our me-commerce events, Cashing In on Social. Our previous event was a sellout, and our next one will be standing room only, I can guarantee. We haven't seen so much excitement around these events in a very long time, and it's based on the results that are happening all around the world. Wow, New Zealand's waking up. So if you know people in New Zealand, have them at this event. You can find out all about this on the Freedom 500 members page. Okay. Another event you want to focus on is the New Skin Leadership Summit, January 12th and 13th in the 2017 in Gold Coast, Australia. It's for rubies and above. You need to qualify, and then New Skin will fly you there. Okay, it's a leadership event, and you want to be there. Kick off 2017 on a strong footing with, and go back and share the great news with your team. You still have plenty of time to qualify if you take action now, and it's all going to depend on the plan that you write out today for your month. The plan of submitting your LOI or completing your executive qualification or helping 3 other people or 5 other people to submit their LOI this month. All of these events are created so that you can use the urgency of an upcoming and pending event to focus your activity and create a frenzy around that, because the people who want to be involved, they're going to have to take action. Anybody who wants to be at the expo is going to have to take action to be there, put other things aside. And you see that these events is what has people's personal timing relegated to the universal timing of these events. Use the universal timing to your advantage and help other people to get what they want in life by understanding that it's going to take a little bit of focus on for a short term in their life, 40 minutes a day for the next 40 days to create a foundation, 2 years instead of 40, and then they could be home and hose. If they do it, it's up to them. And it starts with a be, do, have attitude. All of that comes from your vision. Over the next couple of days, I invite you to feed your mind. Jeff Kamagami, Team Leap from New Zealand, has just participated at the most amazing event in the United States in Atlanta, the 15 Laws of Growth of Network Marketing, as shared by people from different companies all over the industry, hosted by John Maxwell. Already, the recording and the videos are up online, and you can get access to this by going on to the Freedom 500 or Freedom 500 Facebook page, or even looking at this Jeff Kamagami post and adding your name. There are a couple of tickets left out of the 200 that he had, free passes, and you can get something like 30 hours of listening. It'll be maybe less. I'm not sure how much. Maybe it's only 13 hours, sorry, but it's available for 30 days, and you can still get a ticket if you want. Many people have already started listening and started posting what they've been getting out of this and learning without having to jump on a plane. It's a great way to educate yourself. Feed your mind. Take it on right now. And remember, the 4th part of the formula for getting what you want in life is to live your dreams today as if they already exist. That's the be, do, have secret. So it starts with you and your vision, and creating a 90-day plan. I invite you tonight to write down your plan based on what it is that you imagine is possible for you, because it's only your imagination that will limit you. Remember, imagination is a precursor of life's upcoming attractions. Einstein. Hope you enjoyed tonight's webinar. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you all again next week. I'm Graham Hay. Good night.